Welcome to part 1 of our Caravan Overland Show, where Mike chats to industry leaders about all things caravan and overland.
If you were a caravaner in the 70s, you thought you had it tough. You had Sprite, you had Gypsy, and if you were the Meneer, you went for Jurgens or Jurgens if you were English. Now picture it, 2026. You ask people how many brands of caravans are there, they say you can't even count. Is it 20, is it 30, it might even be more. And guess who's going to show you? Many of them. They often say it's not your first rodeo, and this is definitely not my first Caravan Overland Show. But John Harum, let me tell you, the first time I was here, 2024, I thought it was amazing. I thought to myself, can't do better, but I did predict that you will do better in 2025. You did, and 2026 is on another level. Tell us about 2026 show.
Thank you, Mike. That's a huge compliment and we appreciate that. So yes, 2024, last time we spoke, I told you about the impetus we have for the show. That impetus was that we need to grow the show because the industry needs more space.
Yeah.
So what we've done with the Caravan Show is that we've taken it from 3 halls to 4 halls.
From 3 halls to 4 halls, so literally 25% bigger, however you look at it.
Yeah, pretty much 25% bigger, and we got some pretty big names on the show.
Yeah.
But a very big impetus for us for the overlanding parts of the show is getting that motor manufacturer aspect to the show, bringing that facet. And we were able to do that. We've secured Photon SA for the show, and you know, that was a really brilliant addition to the show.
Incredible. Now, to Marius Small and the team at Photon SA, you run an incredible show. I deal with you on another business level. Proud of you, proud of what you're doing. Today, roughly at least 10, 15, 20 exhibitors here in total. Am I close? 15, 20 exhibitors?
Yeah, it's about 20 exhibitors in all.
What are we looking at in total?
In total for the show, we're sitting at, same as in our last interview, we're sitting at about 154 exhibitors.
154.
But as I've named, that's only named exhibitors on the list. The reality is it's probably closer to about 450 because stand sharing does happen on the show.
Now, I've said before, in my opinion, if you want a short debate, which is the best caravan outdoor show, whatever you want to call it, overland, whatever, for me it's a very short debate, we're at it. And one of the things that I mentioned was the fact that it's indoors. We have to talk about that again. You know, they always say the show must go on. If it rains, come rain or shine. But when you do it here, it doesn't matter what the weather is, the show goes on. Plus, I walk around today, I don't have to wear suntan lotion. The Gallagher Convention Centre. Is there a better venue than this in Johannesburg, in South Africa, in your opinion?
For what we do, no, I don't think so. Gallagher Convention Centre is the best venue to do this. Look, Gallagher Convention Centre has been voted as venue of the year. So there's no better place to bring luxury products other than a luxury venue.
But that's exactly it. Often people say, but if you're going to do outdoor products, don't you want to do it outdoors? Not at all. I want to see a caravan in an immaculate condition, not dusty. I want to walk inside, touch everything. Then little things like food. Downstairs, a proper restaurant. You sit down, you order, the food comes to you at the table. You eat like a decent human being. 2027. Because remember, anybody that's watching this, you saying, I love it, how did we miss 2026? Or we were there and we agree with Mike, 2027. Can you share with us what's in store? Bigger and better, upward and beyond?
Yeah, so 2027, the plans for the show is actually, what we've done is we've realized, again, we're not big enough. We need more space. So for 2027, what we've decided is to partition the show into 2 main areas. Wow. That's going to be two sides. The one side's going to be Hall 2, Hall 3. Then on the other side, you're going to have Hall 4, which we've added this year, but then the biggest hall on the Gallagher Convention Centre venue, which is 6,000 square meters, Hall 5.
That is incredible. So if you didn't make it this year, trust me, you're going to make it in 2027. Easy question for you. Are we invited in 2027?
Naturally, as always.
To you and your dad, AMFI, John Harum, what you make, check what's coming my way. Look what I've got specially, but let me make it one step further. Can the camera zoom in and see what we're looking at? When one thinks of cars, we know they're made from steel or aluminium, but if you're building a caravan, 2 materials you definitely don't want to use for one good reason: it's too heavy. You make them from composites and you've got a smile on your face because that's exactly what you do. You've got a new product that
Yes.
is new to South Africa,
Yes.
but 30 years been around. AMFI Composites. Vaughan, you got to share with us what is AMFI Composites.
Michael, thank you. Nice to meet you. Appreciate the
Likewise.
opportunity. Yeah, so AMFI Composites, we're a company based in Port Elizabeth, and we're here to launch a product called Christex. In terms of composite vehicles, South Africa has been producing
Yes.
and using traditional composites, so to speak. We launched this particular product after 9 years worth of development.
9 years.
9 years to develop the machinery to achieve
So you
something.
can see they rushed it overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm joking, of course.
Exactly. It's that family passion, family business,
Right.
30 years experience. And we saw some flaws in terms of the sheeting that's used to
Yes.
make the sandwich panel. And
Right.
the sandwich panel, what goes into that sandwich panel defines the longevity and the, let's say, the mechanical structure and form of the van. How long it's going to last, how tough is it, can it handle outdoor, can it handle the impact? So these things matter.
Now, if I talk to you about a panel, anybody that's seen a caravan, you'll see a caravan, literally, without stating the obvious, has got 5 components. A left side, a right side, a front, a back, and a roof. These panels are used on the left side, the right side, and the roof, am I correct?
Yes, and then on the floors as well.
And the floors.
Yes.
Now, if you think of composite material, and I'm looking behind me, you're going to see on your screen right now, not 1, 2, 3, or 4 examples, but a lot more.
Yes.
In South Africa, it's very hot in summer. It's relatively cool in winter.
Yes, exactly
In
that.
Europe, it is very cold in winter, exceptionally cold, and not so hot in summer.
Yes.
When you're doing composite, if I say to you, I want something built specifically for my climate, can you do that? Does that exist in composite material?
100%, and that's the questions you need to be asking because composites are dynamic.
Okay.
Fiberglass or composite sheeting is, by definition, a composite is multiple things brought together to
Right.
achieve a result. So therefore, you're operating within a grey space. It's not black or white or right or wrong or 1 or 2. It's somewhere in the middle,
Nice.
depending on your application.
So this is what sets you apart. If you order a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, there are no 2 Bentleys or Rolls Royces, they say, that are identical because you order it to spec.
Yeah.
So the absolute key for me, I'm going to be spending 3, 4, 5, 600,000 Rand. It's a lot of money.
Yes.
I want it pucker for me.
Yes.
I live in the Karoo.
Yeah.
More so hot in summer, as I
Yes,
said, and a
yes.
little bit cold in winter. Can
Yeah.
I come to you and say, introduce me to a caravan builder that you work with and tell them this material for this, this, and this? Can that be done?
Yes, Michael, and that's exactly why we're launching here, and this is the platform, is to introduce ourselves to the local builders, introduce the material, and then sort of debunk the myths
Nice.
to the local, the retail, the guys that are buying the vans, to explain what the difference is. Fiberglass is not just fiberglass, and depending on that final application, we need to choose specific materials for this surface A, surface B, this core material, relevant to that application.
Now, you said fiberglass. When I talk about composite materials, in the olden days, I want to say olden days,
Yeah,
10
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
people automatically know fiberglass, but
Yes.
the correct term
Yes.
is composite materials.
Yes.
Now, your core focus, the end user, of course, they could get hold of you, but is your core focus the builders of caravans?
Ultimately, at this point, yes. I think the long-term approach would be able to produce a kit. We have CNC
Right.
machinery coming at the end of this year, which will allow us to develop these kits that could be bought for retail, the guys could build for the hobbyists, so to speak. But at this point in time, it's to educate the purchaser, the end user, and then work together with the builders of the vans and then specify materials according to what the end user wants.
Nice. One of the things I've always prided myself on is being approachable. If you're looking to get a hold of me, my number's available all over the internet, on my website. And Vaughan, you came up to me and said, I follow the show.
Yes.
And one of the things I'd like to say is I met my match today. Because when you talk about approachable, you're talking about Mr. Approachable, yeah. Do I have permission to share your numbers on the screen right now? Email address and cell phone number?
Please, please, Michael, it's a pleasure.
On your
Thank
screen
you.
right now, you'll see this fine young man's details. You're looking for the perfect caravan, pucker built for you, you've got it. We all know about the Chinese vehicles coming into South Africa, and they say there's more and more Chinese manufacturers, and that's true. But when you look at the caravan market, there's more and more local manufacturers. In South Africa today, it's estimated around 50. And Neil, you are one of those 50. Nayela Caravans, you've got to share with us the story behind it.
Thank you very much.
You're
Yeah, so
welcome.
Nayela is part of a company called Van Zyl Staalwerke. We are in the agricultural business, and the Nayela brand came from diversifying.
And our Staalwerke metalworks in English.
Metalwork, yeah.
You see, ek is vlot in Afrikaans, meneer.
Yeah, so we are proudly South African.
Right.
We are very proud to be able to keep on building caravans. As you said, 50 plus competitors in the market, so it's a tough market. But the good thing about that, there's a lot of options for customers.
In the range, if I say to you entry level to top of the range, how many have we got? How many different models?
We've got 5 different models.
5 different caravans. Entry level pricing, 40,000, 50,000?
We start at 395, the Batelier at the back.
I tried. I know when they say, right? So 395.
Maybe it's in dollars that you actually wanted to say.
That's correct, that's correct. So starting at around 395, going up to?
The Sahara X is about 800 plus. It depends
Right.
on all the extras that you want to add.
Thank you. Now, if I ask you 2 quick questions. Manufacturing. We're based in Gauteng at the moment, at the beautiful Gallagher Convention Centre. Where is your manufacturing plant?
So it's in a town called Reitz.
Right?
It's in the Eastern Free State.
Amazing, amazing. So now the Eastern Free State, we always think of Clarence, not too far from Clarence. If I say to you, I'm going to put you on the spot. You've got 30 seconds to sell me and millions of viewers a caravan. Tell us what makes your product special. Over to you, sir.
So we started with the Nayela X, the caravan. It's an upmarket caravan. And the whole idea behind that was to build a caravan, which is an off-road caravan, with the added luxury of full shower, bathroom, everything included in the caravan. Now from there on, we went a bit to the economical scale with the Batelier at the back.
Nice.
Entering the upcoming market. The good thing about that is you can upgrade this caravan to a full spec caravan with solar, with everything. And then in between, we've got the fixed roof caravan, the Mahem, which is now a bigger caravan for people that tends to stay much longer at one place. Our whole idea was to manufacture caravans. As we started in the luxury range, still going with that, a high quality product.
Nice.
And then from there, we want to keep the whole range of potential customers in our shop.
So on your screen right now, you'll see footage of this incredible caravan. Neil, to you and your team, may you go from strength to strength. Remember, they're around 50, but after seeing this, you might not need to look further. Everybody loves a debate, and I'm no different. Petrol or diesel, 4x2 or 4x4, Ford or Toyota, we all know the debate. However, today I'm going to give you a very easy non-debate. What is the best show in the country for caravan, outdoor, overland, you name it? You've heard me say it in the name, Caravan and Overland Show. There's not a shadow of doubt in my mind, and I say it respectfully to anybody else who does this. You cannot compete with what is happening here today. To John Haram and your dad, Humpy, guys, what a privilege to be involved with this show. Hope you enjoy.
It's not over yet, folks. We still have 2 more parts to our Caravan Overland Show. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel, because who knows, your next caravan or overland dream vacation might start right here on All Things Motoring.
If you were a caravan in the 70s, you thought, sorry Gary, now in that cars are made from steel or aluminium, caravans definitely aren't. Why? Steel and aluminium. Not dusty. I want to walk inside, touch everything. Then little things like, apologies, Jade, you trigger.
Woke up this morning and my mama was gone.